Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video we are diving into another React topic, which is state. So first of all, I would like to start the video trying to explain to you guys what is state, right? So by definition, state is the data that your component stores. So every time that user interact with an application, for example, when the user adds something to a list or removes something from a list, or clicking a button to buy a product, every time that user do something, interact with your application, and use the user change the component data, the application has to change the interface to say to the user, hey, something changed, and change the interface to reflect this change of data. So how can we do this in React? So first of all, we need a way to store our data in a variable in a way that we won't lose this value between renderings. Because if you store a data like this in a common variable, when the application render, we are going to lose this value. Okay. So this is the first thing that we need. And the second thing that we need is a way to say to React, okay, the user clicking a button, or the user, I don't know, remove something from a list, the user change the data. And we need to change our application to reflect this change of data. So for example, here we have an application like a carousel. So every time that user click on the next button, the application should change all this information here, title, the image, and the description, but nothing is happening. And why this is not happening? So first of all, this is not happening because we are changing our index variable here, and this index is used here in the sculpture list, but we are not saying to React to render the application again, okay, to change the next sculpture list item. And besides this, we need a way to store this value here inside the variable that we're not going to lose when the application render again. Because, for example, let me show you guys here. Let me do a console log. And you will realize that we are changing in the right way the index value, example. But every time that we change this value, we are not, like I said before, we are not saying to React rendering application again. But if I render my application here, we are going to realize that we are starting from 0 again, because we lost this value when we render the application again. So how can we do that? To handle with change of state in React, we use a hook called useState. Okay. For now, I would like to you guys think on hook like an API. So you are going to call this API, and the API will return something to you using your application. You don't have to worry about this concept for now, because I'm going to make a video just about this content, okay? So how can we do this? First of all, we must import this hook, useState from React. And here we are going to call this hook. Like this hook will return an array, okay? And this array has two positions. The first position, let me do this, useState, and we're going to start our variable with the value 0. So like I said before, this array has two positions. The first position is our variable that we are going to use in our application. I'm going to call it index, and the second position is is a method that this hook returns to you to say to React that something changed, and the React has to render the application again. So we are going to call this method setIndex. And guys, It's a good practice to always start this name of method with set. Okay, so here instead do this, we are going to do something like that, set index. So every time I call this method, I'm telling to React to render application again that something in our data changed and we have to change the interface. So we are going to do something like that. We're going to call index and our application will render again. So now when we render application and click next, everything is working fine. So guys, I would like you to improve this example, to learn more about this concept. This is a good way to practice, okay, and to learn a little bit more about this concept. So that's it. Now you guys know how to handle with the state in your components. If you have some questions, you can put it below in the comment section. I will answer you. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like it and subscribe on the channel. Okay, so that's it guys, see you next video.